Hey everybody, welcome to Druid's Table. I'm Dan.
I'm Jacob. This is our friend Larry, and today you guys are about to witness two nerdy friends chat about something very exciting from Paizo. Starfinder 2nd edition.
Yes.
But first,
I'm excited. Clink
and drink.
I'm really excited to hear about this.
Well, I mean, first of all, we've kind of played around with
Right.
a group's Starfinder 2nd edition that they've made. So
Yes.
obviously, Jacob very much enjoys Pathfinder 2nd edition. I mean, I enjoy all TTRPGs. Who am I kidding?
Yeah.
But right now, Pathfinder 2nd edition is really scratching a lot of my fancy. Mm-hmm. Now, I do love Starfinder lore. Mm-hmm. But I found the rules, because I have so many rule sets in my head, to be just a little too clunky.
Mm-hmm. I have not tried Starfinder, but almost everybody I talk to about it says kind of the same thing.
Sadly, it came out in between 1st edition and 2nd edition.
Right.
And it had this attitude like it was trying to be like what 2nd edition became. Mm-hmm. But it just missed the mark a little bit. Mm-hmm. But the lore is absolutely amazing. Mm-hmm. So, now they're going to do it with 2nd edition, Pathfinder 2nd edition rules.
Yes.
So...
And taking truly just all the rules, not trying to make its own thing.
Correct.
This is Starfinder in Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Completely compatible.
Yes.
So if you like a monster from
I think
Starfinder,
that's a really good idea.
2nd edition, grab it, throw it in the 1st edition, and you can use it, or vice versa. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Of like the Star Trek feel. Like you can visit a planet that's fully fantasy.
Right.
Like that. To me,
or even, I mean, we just talked about the kineticist and stuff, which would fit really well in a sci-fi campaign.
Absolutely.
As well. Yeah.
Yes. So check out that video,
Yep.
please. Thank you. But so we also have ran some of somebody else's homebrewed Starfinder 2nd edition.
Yes, a community development project on Discord. Shout out to Mart for helping us with that.
But check that out too, because it was a lot of fun.
It was effectively what they were doing.
Correct.
Yeah, that's what they were trying to do.
And now we are going to have it official. So now, thank you. Somebody's loving sci-fi.
Edge runner or something.
So Paizo has released their first thing that they're going to be calling is a field test. It's like a little bit of here's a little sample of our development. It's got the soldier class in there with up to level 5 for feats and stuff. It's not full. It's just a little glimpse of what they're working on, and I liked it a lot. I scrolled through it. There's also some creatures in there, so you could run a little scenario. Yeah, you can run a little scenario. It's called a glitch.
Gremlin,
yeah.
That looked pretty dope.
Cool. So, once again, Paizo does really well with arts and story and lore, and now if we can add these mechanics, because Pathfinder 2nd edition is nice because it's, dare I say, streamlined, but it compared to 1st edition, it is a little bit more streamlined. You know what I mean? And they've taken a lot of the little silly clunky things out and left it, but still crunchy. Like it's still crunchy,
right?
But it's not stressful crunchy. I don't call it Mathfinder anymore.
Yes. Well, and it's that 3-action economy thing, and even just when we were scrolling through it, it's got the same little symbols as Pathfinder 2nd edition books do. So you just feel like you can just read it and
So reading through it's going to be enjoyable.
Yep.
And it's going to be understandable for people who've done Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Yep.
So once again, back to theory crafting a little bit because I enjoy that.
Yeah.
I just love that idea of landing on different planets, mixing stuff. You pick up a hero from one planet.
Yeah.
Now you have on your spaceship, you got a centaur who's blasting spells next to a half space orc,
right,
with a laser gun.
Yes.
I don't know. I just love that ragtag mixed idea of mixing up different
do a
genres.
Stargate campaign and you're just bouncing all these different planets.
I mean, that could be a lot of fun though.
Right, yeah.
And the fact that you're not trying to homebrew it. You know what I mean? That to me, I like homebrew, but I always feel just a little wrong doing it, or not wrong, unfair sometimes.
Sure.
Especially if I allow somebody to use a homebrew or a third party that I'm I always so my rule on my tables, I always make sure everybody at the table is okay with it, because I don't want there to be that problem. Because I've sat at tables, especially with a certain name brand edition of D&D.
But we won't say.
No, 5th edition's a great system too.
It is.
I've sat at a lot of tables where I know by listening to the players that somebody over here was overpowered, somebody over here is not, they're using homebrew, whatever.
Right.
Well, that's how Paizo wrote it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And for a GM, sometimes it's nice just to have it right there. you know.
Oh yeah.
But so Starfinder 2nd edition, excited, completely backwards forward compatible with Pathfinder 2nd edition.
Right.
So to me, I'm just like, that is excited. You know, like you just
that's really, I think it's a really smart decision because you're not losing anything. You're not having to really learn any core mechanics new now. So this is just new creatures, new classes, new feats, new items, which they just keep sending out. I mean, Howl of the Wild, Kinesis from Rage of Elements.
Yeah.
So it's just like another one of those, but much larger.
Correct.
And I think people are pretty hungry for it too.
I'm seeing a lot of excitement and hype over it. And I'm trying not to get too hyped myself because I don't want to be disappointed because, you know, nobody likes disappointment. But I am. Well, because I'll be real. I was going to take Starfinder lore and put it into like a Savage Worlds or an open setting because I really love their lore. I love it. It's so great. The worlds are really fleshed out. I mean, they got a whole book on just different planets with tons of information.
Yep.
And if I could use that, but now I don't have to stress out about trying to learn the Starfinder rule set, which, you know, I am grateful I had the opportunity to learn and play with and stuff like that. Like, don't get me wrong, it is still a decent system. But the fact that I know Pathfinder 2nd edition, this is completely backwards, forward compatible with each other.
Yeah.
I am pumped. Because you know how cool it would be? You got like level 15th adventurers, you finish the campaign, and you're like, man, what do I do? I'm going to crash the spaceship.
Right
where they are. Like, what is that out of the sky? You know, and I'm now I'm just spitballing at this point. And then now you have like this awesome strife. I mean, that right there is quite a few sessions of just like, what? And then all of a sudden an alien walks out.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then they're just like, then they befriend each other, they're working together, they repair the spaceship, and then your players are like, I've done a lot of things, you know, I'm a level 15 adventurer, not that they would know. But, you know, they feel their power, especially on a wizard seeking knowledge.
Right.
Take me to space.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I don't know, that's a whole nother level of excitement.
Yeah, sail through the stars.
Right.
Absolutely. It's really cool.
I mean, I don't know. That's just Theorycraft with us. Comment below. Let us some things that you want to see or mix or do or looking forward to.
Or have already done. If you a link in the description, of course, for the PDF for the field test too.
Yes.
So check that out if you haven't yet.
It is cool.
Let us know what's your favorite creature in there too, or favorite item.
Yeah.
We'd love to hear what you guys are seeing. Or I'd also be interested if people have started like doing little play tests of their own right now. Because if correct me if I'm wrong, but there's no module or any kind of play testing stuff right now.
It's just that field test,
bits and bobs,
just the little bits and bobs.
Yeah. But the fact of the matter is, you could take any of that because it's backwards compatible with Pathfinder 2nd edition, throw it in a one shot in Pathfinder 2e.
Just thinking about dropping that glitch gremlin in one of my games.
Oh, shh! Don't tell.
Don't tell.
That's awesome.
Just to kind of see how it plays out and kind of give that like, I actually have the game I would do it into. Just whoa, there's way more out there than just this little world that we're in. You know what I mean? Like that.
Absolutely.
Because you go to space and that becomes vast.
Right.
You know.
It's great. I think it's a great move too, because I'm sure tons of people, and comment if you're doing that too, throwing these in. That means it gets to be play tested because you can just throw it in your Pathfinder games you're already running.
I mean, that's genius on their side.
Yeah.
And I think that from my understanding, from looking at the community, from reading through forums, through the Discord community that I've been part of with the one group that was making their own, I mean, that was growing daily. People wanted that.
Yeah.
You know, so the fact that this is coming out, I think that Paizo just knows to listen to the community.
Yes.
And they're like, you know what? People love what we have, but they want it to be better. And this is how we can do better.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My thing is I really want to know how they're going to do the space combat.
Oh, yes.
Now, I tell you right now, Starfinder 2nd edition space combat, or Starfinder regular edition, original edition, first edition.
Probably first.
Yeah. You heard it here, folks. It's original edition.
Make it a thing.
But it was its own game. It was awesome.
Right.
It was wickedly awesome. It was its own game. Like, your starship had its own resources, it had its own upgradable weapons, and it was actually really cool. I mean, it was really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious how that's going to transport over. And what I'm excited about is I really hope it transports over well, because I feel like the ship combat and ships in general in Pathfinder 2nd edition could use a boost, and this is a great way to get that boost.
For sure.
So I'm pumped because I'm running a semi-nautical campaign right now, and I'm finding myself using a third party, which I don't mind, and maybe I should do a review on it because it is pretty cool, and it's Foundry. Well, we won't get there, but so look forward to that one. But it's not. They haven't released a book that's based around like the ship.
They haven't put a lot of
so there's the basics to do it.
Yep,
it's all there, like how to sail it and stuff like that. But I want that next step where it's like, because a ship, we've talked about this before, spaceship, ship, they're like their own character.
Yep.
So your starship in Starfinder Second Edition, I'd love to see how they're going to do that.
Yeah.
That's it.
That would be really interesting. You figure they've got to. You know people are going to want it.
I mean, it is.
And again, the nice thing about being backwards compatible is just like you said, that can then easily apply.
Right.
To ships, any kind of ground vehicles that you'd have.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could easily
combat.
Make that a little easier for yourself too.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what happens with Starfinder Second Edition. Field test is out. Check it out. Skim through it. Drop a soldier in one of your games just to see how it feels.
Again, link in the description.
Yeah. And then comment below. Let us know if you are. Seriously, drop a glitch gremlin in your wizard's house. See what happens.
That's actually, in a wizard's tower makes sense.
Yeah, like he doesn't even know he accidentally opened up a portal. This little guy come through, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the idea in my head is just bouncing all over the place.
I love it.
Oh,
cool.
I'm excited. If you're excited, join the hype with us.
Yes. Awesome.
So
that's great.
That's what I got to say.
Starfinder 2E, here it comes. Ready or not? Awesome.
Let's clink and drink
Thanks,
to that
Jake.
one.
Clink and drink. Hey everybody, click here to subscribe to the channel and don't forget to check us out on Rumble and anywhere you find your podcasts.
Then, if you click here, you get to check out our latest AfterQuest.
AfterQuest! Clink and drink.
Clink and drink.
Clink and drink.